Hi, it's Richard here from the Siebel Hub with part 4 of our TethrOn walkthrough. In this chapter, we're going to break it into two parts. In the first instance, we're going to discuss making changes to our device UI. As you'll remember, we mostly used the auto-generate feature to quickly get a zero-code and zero-effort mobile device UI up and running. But what if we want to change, for example, one of the account views, such as the list view? Well, let's go ahead and see what kind of changes we can make easily. The drag and drop user interface lets us visualize attributes for each of the columns, as well as letting us add new columns to our list view. So I'm going to go and create a new column based on a Siebel field that is part of my canonical data model. And I'll add a label. I can also change the layout by dragging and dropping, as well as being able to add a sort or search spec. I can also modify the attributes of the view itself, such as enabling functionality, for example, enable delete on swipe, and so on. What about a more sophisticated view, such as an edit view? Let's edit the account edit view, and we'll notice that it's built out of sections, and by default there is only one field in each section. So we can quickly improve matters by dragging and dropping some of the fields to take up a little more space, or by deleting fields and even deleting sections that we no longer require. I'm going to accelerate through this process, and this is my result. I can, of course, also modify other properties, and there are a number of advanced features such as themes that we haven't covered here. I'm going to release my changes. Now that my release has been successful, I'm going to go and start up my Android app. And in my Android app, when I choose to edit an account, I see my new layout. And since we haven't shown you this before in previous walkthroughs, this time round I'm going to go into my Android device and I'm going to disable my network connectivity by switching off Wi-Fi. I'm going to make an edit using my new edit form of one of my accounts. I'll change the status, for example. Save the changes. Then I will go back to my Android device and re-enable Wi-Fi. Wait a few seconds because it's very slow with Wi-Fi. There it is. And I will now synchronize my changes. The synchronization log confirms the number of backend updates. And of course, back in Siebel, when I go to my account and I go to more info, I'll be able to show you that the account status has changed. And likewise, that in About Record, we'll see that a recent change was made.